Hi, Meta Ray-Ban display glasses have released today, and I must admit they look really great. They are exactly how I pictured how smart glasses would be in the future. Well, we are not 100% there yet, of course, but it is getting pretty close. The previous year they made the smart glasses without any screen, and that just doesn't make sense to me. Because what smart glasses should do is adding additional information in our vision, and maybe replacing smartphones one day. Maybe even computers? I don't know. That's a little bit too much for a smart glass. So their previous version was actually a smart camera. It could record from your point of view. Well, yeah, it's a cool gadget, but that's not a smart glass, that's a smart camera. Anyway, their new smart glasses is actually a smart glasses this time. And I'm actually very impressed how the screen turned out. They said it gets up to 5000 nits of brightness, which is actually brighter than our smartphones. Their display technology is actually very brilliant. At the right side of your glasses there is a small projector, which is projecting into the right lens of the glasses. And there is a different patterned lens shape there, like a waveguide for the light. The projector projects the light into that lens, and that light directly comes right into your eye. But not exactly like a laser, it is more like an illusion. It is still like looking at a phone screen or a TV screen. And they handle that illusion very well. It is not like you are looking that much close in your field of view. It is in a space that you can just focus on. Another great thing is it is not visible from outside. It is still thanks to this technology of waveguiding the light into your eye. It is completely private to your own entertainment, which is the best way to do this glasses. One thing I'm not sure enough is just having it in the right eye. So it is going to be a monovision, it is not going to be that much immersive. It cannot be an AR vision, it cannot augment your reality. Which is when we think about the Meta, I'm not sure if I want to give them the permission to augment my reality, because you know the privacy and ads everywhere. Anyway, we are going to come back to privacy later, but this cannot project 3D images into your view. So your left eye is not going to be seeing anything. I'm not sure if that is going to be a problem for some people. But of course it would be more expensive to do that in both lenses, in both eyes. It is currently at $799, which is already at a high price if you think about it like just a smart toy, because it is not a phone yet. This is actually sold as a phone accessory right now. But yes, every one of us has a smartphone these days, so maybe it is not an issue. Think it like having a smartwatch. You have to pair it to your phone for all of these functions to work. But it looks halfway there when it comes to functionality and practicality. Obviously you can just shoot a photo or a video anytime you want. It is not the greatest camera, but you can just capture the moment. The one thing that impressed me is it can translate in real time the person who are talking just in front of you, and it can isolate their voice, so you can just have real-time subtitles in your vision. That is a really sci-fi thing. 10 years ago when we had the Google Lens, I thought this would be the Google Lens, and they just somehow couldn't do it. So today the Meta is the winner of this race, just being the first one to make an actual smart glasses that anyone can wear. It has other functionalities too, like this is not an ad by the way, I was just impressed, so I just wanted to talk about it. It has other regular functionalities like your WhatsApp, Instagram. This voice translations also can help people with disabilities. Other than the camera, it has 5 built-in microphones, and also it has speakers too, so I'm sure as they develop the software it can get other accessibility features. It can also translate the text that you are looking at. It also has this Meta AI feature where you can just ask it something. I think asking questions to your AI glasses would be more practical than asking your phone assistants or phone AI apps. It is just more interactive. If you don't have any privacy concerns, your AI can just see what you're looking at, it can just hear what you're hearing. It is overall more practical. Oh, and it has one really great feature. How do you control the interface in these glasses? It has a new wristband. It is actually a really cool idea. This is what Apple tried to make, but it is better in my opinion. So this wristband has sensors to capture both the movement of your hand and your wrist, but it also can sense the electromagnetic pulses in your muscles. That's a whole another level. It can just 3D capture all of your hand movements. The Apple Vision Pro had to see your hand for your hand gestures to work, and it relies on cameras, which is not that much reliable for movements. I wish Tesla also knew that, but that's another topic. So you control the interface and the menus with your hand gestures and movements, and it seems like they really did a great job here, because people said they were already naturals at it. So I guess they found the most intuitive ways to do the gestures, and they went ahead with it, and congratulations if it really works that way. Like you can do the volume up and down with turning your hand. You can use your finger as a pointer. But an interesting feature, you can just handwrite your letters or your text. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but what would be the alternative for that? Should we just open up a keyboard in front of us, which this glass glasses doesn't have the field of view to do that. It just has a small window in your vision. Also, it is not projecting anything into your 3D view. So this one just cannot do the keyboard thing. But I'm not sure if the keyboard would be the best overall option. Maybe the handwriting is the future. And a side note, I'm a left-handed guy, so I don't know how that would work for me. Can I just use the wristband on my left hand? Why not? They probably did program it to be used with both hands. Not being able to use it would be also an accessibility disaster. And it is not that heavy, by the way. It is around 70 grams as far as I can find. Obviously, this can be a cool gadget for content creators, mostly the people who are on the street. Even when you are just recording your cool bicycle tour in the street, people just can get annoyed by seeing your camera. Also, I think the action cameras on people's heads just look ridiculous. Like the locksmiths who go from door to door, if they have action cameras on their head, they just look funny. I'm sure most of them just switched to this kind of smart glasses in the last year. But let's talk about the privacy. So this means that anyone on the street might be just recording you, also in your personal space too. This still looks like a regular glasses. Like, think about an elderly family member of yours. Would they be able to tell if this was a smart glasses or not if they didn't know anything about smart glasses at all? So this just means people can just voice record or video capture you anywhere, anytime they want. Another thing is, I don't trust Meta that much. I don't know if the data from these glasses would be processed or stored at some servers of Meta. We should always treat anything we do outside of our home as a public and a non-private place. But I think there should be still a limit how much these companies or individuals can record your movements in the public spaces. I don't know, just most companies do the worst at first and then they think about it later when the legality comes knocking their door. Also, I don't expect Meta to have lots of apps on their glasses right now, but I think they would want some competitors out of their platform, like other social media apps. I'm definitely speculating about that. I'm not sure. I never used the glasses and I couldn't find any information on that, but I'm just saying they have the option to lock out their platform from other competitors. Since this is a new way to do things, like with these hand gestures, and you have a really weird sized screen, small screen with small text, small area, and most things should be transparent in the menus, there should be some new versions of the apps developed for this platform. So it doesn't have a wide range of apps right now, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to use your favorite apps on these glasses. One last thing is the battery life. These glasses have 6 hours of mixed use battery life, which is like probably fine, but it doesn't make a whole day. But this is a really small product. It only has so much space to put batteries in. But you have a carrying case, which is really thin actually, and it can fold onto itself, so it can get even smaller when you are carrying it. The case can fold, like glasses can obviously fold, but the case can also fold. And reportedly it can get up to 30 hours of usable battery life when you put it into the case and charge it from time to time. The wristband also has 18 hours of battery life, which all of it feels like it can be used for a day, because you can just put your glasses away for half an hour for them to charge with the case. I don't know, it's not bad. I wouldn't personally use this. I still think these products have limited functionality, but I mostly think that I don't need one. Like, if these would be given to me for free, I would definitely use it. At least I would try. I wasn't feeling like that in the Apple Vision Pro. That was bigger and heavier, and it had this battery pack that you had to carry with you, and that one feels more like a computer rather than an accessory to your phone, which I don't want both of those ends. I just want a sci-fi smart glasses that can do anything I want anytime. Okay, you got me. I don't know what I want, but it is just a little bit better than this one. But overall, like I said, I'm very impressed with the technology. Now we really started to see these displays on glasses, and they are not that expensive like the Apple Vision Pro, which was what, $3,005. $799 is better than $3,000. I can definitely see some people having these, like people have smartwatches. In the next 5 years, people are going to start purchasing the less expensive smart glasses probably as accessories, and they are going to start using them in their daily lives. One thing I forgot, you can get these Meta display glasses with your prescription lenses, so they can replace your current glasses. Also, they have an auto dimming feature in the sunlight, which seems cool. What do you think about it? Would you purchase this one? Would you purchase any other smart glasses that may come in the future? What features do you expect from a smart glasses? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and thank you for listening.